Yo, what's going on, 3 Minute Gang? I just dropped my fucking mic on the ground. Anyway, what's going on, 3 Minute Gang? Don Bo's here, and today is Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday to you people out there. I will not be making tacos today. That is not what this video is about. But I didn't go to sleep last night. I couldn't sleep. I smoked like 2-3 blunts. I still didn't go to sleep. Like, I could be in that bed, but like I just couldn't go to sleep. So now we up. We finna make some morning salsa, because for some reason I was craving it, probably from all the blunts I was smoking. And I couldn't go to sleep. You start thinking about shit. And what's crazy is I didn't see no salsa video when I was like trying to go to sleep and everything. I went like on TikTok or on Instagram, and then it was like, I see all these salsa or Mexican videos. Now I want to eat this Mexican food. It's like I just randomly wanted to eat some morning salsa. So what we finna do? We finna go downstairs. We finna cook up, Chef Boy Negro Man, otherwise Chef Boy Don Bo's 3 Minute Gang. But nah, I already went to Food Lion because I didn't have majority of the things that I needed. But it don't matter. We here now. What Keith Lee be saying? I got it. Let's try it.
I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 through 10.
I don't know. I don't be on TikTok. You know the fucking vibes, though. Never in my life had so many complications trying to just do this video to show y'all the ingredients that I have.
Don't really care.
You feel me? I never thought like being tall would actually be a problem, but like how I had to keep angling this motherfucking camera. Who gives a fuck? Either way, look. We got the I don't want to call them like baby tomatoes or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? But they baby tomatoes. They're pretty decent sizes though, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But we got tomatoes, we got an onion. We're not using this whole onion, obviously. We're probably gonna use like 1/4 for that motherfucker. And then we're probably gonna use like two little garlic sprouts from this garlic knot. And then, you know, I had to step it up with the blazing buffalo and ranch. I do got these 2 tomatoes right here that my mama had that was up here, but I ain't gonna lie to you. One is already rotten, and the other one is already discombobulated. So
it's the biggest piece of dog shit.
I think it's time we take those together and we throw them away, brother. We throw them away, brother. All right, I made it a better angle for y'all, but look. The tomatoes, very easy, simple thing to do. But we're going to start off with the onion and the garlic knot. You know what's crazy? Damn. I low-key love using the bigger knife because I feel like a professional. So that's what I'll do. But it takes me back to the times where, you know, like when I was younger, like in my family on the Jones side, because my mother's a Jones, like everybody had to be taught how to cook. From the boys to the girls, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had to know how to cook. And for some reason, my mother didn't want me to cook anything until I got way older. Like, I had to sneak to make eggs. Imagine you have to sneak to make eggs, bro. Like, that shit's actually wild. Well, I might have to turn this fan on just a tiny bit. Them onions gonna make a pimp cry. Can't be crying out here, man. Especially on video, they gonna think I cried and press end the video and then put it on Instagram and press send.
This is all I got.
I think we should go with this amount. If we need more, we'll obviously get more. I think we'll go with this amount for the onion and then for the garlic. I think we all know how that goes. Take that off. Stuff. Open it up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 might be good. Worst come to worst, you know. We come back, we double it. Yeah, man. I used to have to sneak to make my own eggs, man. Like my mom would always leave very early to go to work, and before I go to school to get on the bus, because my bus stop will literally be, so like I live on the corner, and the bus stop for elementary school used to always stop at the corner of my house. So I literally didn't have to leave. I didn't have to leave my house until I literally seen the bus pull up. So I'd always want to make me some eggs or something, because I could eat in the morning at Barwell in the elementary school. But a lot of times, like, I was such a bad kid, bro. Like, I'd do some dumb badass shit, or like I'd be in ISS, so I wouldn't even really have the, I wouldn't say I wouldn't have the chance. It's just I'm always being bad, bro. So I wasn't even thinking about like getting food at school. But I always think about it during the times where, you know, my mom would leave and I have the opportunity to cook some eggs at home. And it's kind of funny because at one point, you know, just the small shit as a kid that you do, you think like you're so cool and such a badass. I invited some of my friends over before school started, and I made us all eggs. I felt like such a badass, like, oh yeah, I cooked eggs, this and that for the homies and shit like that. But end of the day, it's just all I did was cook some eggs, bro. All I did was fucking put a little bit of butter in that motherfucker and literally made scrambled eggs. And that's all I knew how to make. That's all I knew how to make was scrambled eggs. Like, I could make me some ramen, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm gonna keep it a man with you. Like, I got to a point when I got younger, like now, like if it's in the cup, like not in the packet, if it's in the cup, I can eat it. But like the ones in the packet, bro, I used to eat that so much when I was younger that I got to a point where I said, bro, I can't eat this shit cooked. Like I literally would just get a little Ziploc bag, you know what I'm saying? Crush up the ramen noodles, put it right up in that Ziploc baggie, take the seasoning packet, put it in there, shake it up, you know what I'm saying? Get a spoon, just scoop, eat. Which is crazy to think about now because I would never do that now. Which is nothing against anybody that does that still or wants to try it. Me personally, I kind of outgrew that, I think. And I know some people are going to say, how the fuck do you outgrow a little bit of the struggle? You just do. You just do. If you sitting here and explaining it on how you don't, have fun with that, buddy. Because I'm not going to fight you about it. Have fun with your struggle. Been there, done that. Been there, done that, kid. So I'm on the garlic right now. Trying to peel. Get that edge. Leave that. Let's get that for the rest of these before I just start cutting it into many pieces. It's crazy. When I was younger, my mama used to always say, boy, because she used to make salsa. I won't say a lot, but she made it frequently when I was younger. And she would be like, boy, how do you not like tomatoes, but you can eat salsa? And I'd be like, you know, my little kid voice, because it's different. It's different. It's not the tomato slice. It's not the whole. You're making it into like juices and stuff like that. She's like, it's the same thing. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I know the difference now because I can't remember what big ass age I was when I went, you know what? I can eat tomatoes. But I literally just started going, you know what? I can eat tomatoes. Like they literally just randomly just grew on me. It wasn't like some like over time I was just like getting a tomato on my burger and like I'd slowly eat one half or anything like that. It was just randomly one day I just went, you know what, man? Yeah, put a tomato on my thing or put some tomatoes on that, and it just continued. It's kind of funny. I know y'all got something like that. Is there a food that y'all swore y'all was like, man, there's no way in hell I'm gonna eat this when I get older? And now that you're older, you're like, I'll take 5 of those. Bro. I'll take 5 of those. You ain't even gotta tell me twice. Yeah. All you had to tell me, I'll be there. Oh, I made 4 garlic thingies. I thought I made 3, but okay. Sometimes I be thinking like I think too ahead of how my lifestyle should be, or like how my future will be planned. And sometimes I truly just think, you know, you just gotta go with life. And what I mean by that is like, yes, we are all so focused and worried about like what our next 5 to 10 years will be, especially with all these other people that are around our age that are doing what we would like to do or doing something close to it or having that lifestyle. It's like, man, look, man, end of the day, just live your life, continue to be happy, grow, and try to succeed as best as you can, because at the end of the day, man, we all got our own race, and our finish lines are just all different, man. Each and every single one of our finish lines are different, and there's no reason to try to look at somebody else's race and be like, how am I not on the same track as them, or how am I not even close? You know, a lot of the reasons why we don't get to where we want to be in life is because of how lazy we are. We think it's just because it's supposed to come to us, or, you know, luck, or not trying so hard. It's like, you got to. Think about this for motivation. When you was a kid, if there was a sport that you really loved, or any activity that you really loved, and you know that there was times where when nobody else was around, like completely nobody, it's you and your thoughts and your heart, and you are doing whatever that you could to possibly become better at that sport, situation, hobby, whatever it is, and now you're at a point where you just don't care at all, or you don't have anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have anything that you see that you would really be like, I could see myself doing this, or this. It is what it is, man. All right, so we got our garlic, we got our onions, and we got our tomatoes. So let's get started with putting those in. So boom. What we'll do is put this to the side. Oh, we're gonna be smart. We're gonna use the knife, cutting boards, like that. So now, when we place these in here, we can just easily slide those in into parts like that. To the guys out there, if you don't know how to cook, I'm telling you now, buddy, for your own sanctity and just for, you know, the kicks and the extra perks for it, man, women love a man that know how to cook. Women love men that know how to cook. It's just the truth. You're able to cook her a meal, man. Oh my God, jeez, what? You know how to cook? What can you feed me? That's cool. I can feed you this, and then, honey. Just know, you still getting stuff like a turkey at the end of the night. Is you gonna suck my dick, you know? Know what I'm saying? I could be the cook. Look, I can be the chef. I can cook the food. But you gotta understand, baby, you gonna be my food eventually. So now that we have washed some of these tomatoes, we're just gonna add them in. Boom, 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 boom. Now, this one's going to be critical to some. This one's going to be very, very critical to some. Because next, I have a tiny bit, and it's cool because I wasn't going to use too much anyway. We're going to throw some tahini in there. Tahini! 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 Throw a little tahini in there. Sound like a mixed black boy. All right. And then, you know, to spice it up, man, we don't do Pete. Who is Pete? Pete Carroll? No. We do Red Hot. We do Frank's. No, tell a nigga named Frank to get on the grill. You know he gonna throw down, nigga. Tell a nigga named Pete to get on that shit. You know he not throwing down. Let's see. Get a good amount in there. I like mine extra spicy, so. Make sure we get that in there. Yeah. Motherfuckers probably thinking, damn, your booty hole gonna be on fire. No sirski. When you drink water, eat the right things in life, and you ain't a bitch, you ain't gotta worry about stupid bitch shit like that. It's They look like it's about to be good. Oh my God. All right, y'all ready? To it. That smells so fucking spicy and good, nigga. Where I get these superpowers from, nigga? Where I get these superpowers from, nigga, to make some good ass salsa, nigga? Huh? Where I get these powers from, nigga? So let's do that taste test, man. We got us one of them Dorito chips. Might look a little hefty to y'all, but it's a good scoop. Yes, sir. Cheers. Okay, I'll say this. As a chef, I just gotta blend it more, cause it's a bit chunky. I like too chunky. I want some chunky monkey shit. Damn, that sounds like a tongue twister. Chunky monkey shit. But it's like noticeable. I grind this up some. Sexual healing. I spin back, do a video for guacamole, but for right now, got my spicy homemade salsa for the morning. If you need more tips, you want more cooking videos, man, go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that shit. You know the vibes, down below south. For one, that motherfucker was great. For two, I just realized that I said it was Tuesday. It was actually Wednesday. That's how you know I ain't getting no fucking sleep. For three, ski, I'm about to start making more cooking videos. I ain't gonna lie. I fucks with it, kid.